sekarang. Ingat agak pasal apa lagi dengan robot ini. Dia banyak membantu you all. I yang tulis tu dia baca translation je you all. Sekarang. Saya ada sebelah sana dah you all. Duduk belah sana kat depan sana. So, I consider you all pasal apa tu? Okay, I suruh you baca pasal Hi Robert, good morning. Sorry to bother you again. Robert, I want to speak to you about, I want to ask you, can you please give me how to start up the Chromebook without signing in? So what should I do to avoid Google inside my Chromebook? Can you please tell me the details how to do it?
No problem at all. I'm happy to help. To start up a Chromebook without signing into a Google account, you can set it up in guest mode or use it in family link if you don't want Google tied to the device. Here's how you can avoid using Google on your Chromebook. Using guest mode. 1. Turn on the Chromebook. Press the power button. 2. On the sign-in screen. Instead of signing in with a Google account, click on the Browse as Guest button at the bottom of the screen. 3. Start browsing. You'll have access to basic web browsing, but your data won't be saved when you log out. Anything you do in guest mode won't be stored after you close the session. Creating a local user without a Google account. Chromebooks are designed to use Google accounts, so there isn't a native method to completely avoid Google services for the entire device. However, you can use the device without syncing data by not logging into a Google account and using it only for local, non-Google based tasks. Here's a workaround. Boot the Chromebook. Power it on. 2. Skip signing in. When you reach the sign-in screen, choose Browse as Guest as mentioned above. 3. Use local apps. Any Chrome apps that don't require Google services can be used without being signed in. Unfortunately, many features on the Chromebook rely on a Google account for syncing data, apps, and settings. If you want to completely avoid Google, you may need to explore alternatives to Chrome OS, such as Linux or other operating systems that can be installed on the Chromebook. Would this work for your needs, or were you thinking of something else? Let me know if you need more details.
I want you to tell me about, I share with the viewers that I'm on live now. So how to use a Chromebook without go into Google by using the guest mode, and then which browser are recommended to use, like Brave, how to install like Tor browser and Firefox Mozilla or DuckDuckGo. Can you please go a bit further about that for me, for my viewers?
Here's a detailed explanation that you can share with your viewers on how to use a Chromebook without signing into Google and how to use alternative browsers. How to use Chromebook without signing into Google. Guest mode. 1. Turn on your Chromebook. Press the power button and wait for the sign-in screen to appear. 2. Select Browse as Guest. Instead of signing in with a Google account, look for the Browse as Guest button at the bottom of the screen. 3. Start browsing. This mode allows you to use the Chromebook without any Google sign-in. It doesn't store your browsing history or any data once you log out, so it's more private. However, you won't have access to apps or Google services like Gmail or Google Drive. Recommended browsers. You can use alternative browsers to keep your online activity more private and avoid Google. Here's how to install some of the most popular ones. 1. Brave browser. Brave is a privacy-focused browser that blocks trackers, ads, and supports cryptocurrency features. How to install. Open Google Chrome on your Tor browser. Tor offers complete anonymity by routing your internet traffic through multiple encrypted layers. How to install? Tor is not available directly on the Chrome Web Store. You'll need to download and install the Linux version of Tor if your Chromebook supports Linux apps. Open the Linux beta environment on your Chromebook. Go to Settings, Linux Beta. Turn on if it's not already activated. Then, download Tor browser from the official Tor project website. Please open your app to see this link. Follow the instructions for installation. This will allow you to use the browser for highly private browsing. 3. Firefox Mozilla. Firefox is another popular browser known for its focus on privacy and open source development. How to install? Open the Chrome Web Store and search for Firefox. Click Add to Chrome, and Firefox will be installed as a web app. You can also use Linux Beta to install the full version of Firefox for more features. DuckDuckGo. While not a browser itself, DuckDuckGo is a privacy-focused search engine that doesn't track you. You can set it as your default search engine on any browser, including Chrome, Firefox,
So I
Brave, and others. Just go into the browser settings and
ni
change the search
Y15
engine
ya
to DuckDuckGo
2019.
for more privacy.
Dah lama
Additional
dah
tips:
phone ni ya.
use extensions. If you're using Chrome or Brave, consider
Tapi
adding
tahan lama ya.
privacy-focused extensions like uBlock
Tak
Origin
lasak
for
ya.
blocking ads or HTTPS
Dia
everywhere
untuk
for secure
untuk
browsing. Linux apps.
pemandangan cantik
If you
ya.
want
Kalau
even
untuk
more control,
pemandangan ambil
you
gambar
can enable
pemandangan
Linux on your
cantik untuk
Chromebook
gambar
and install open source
portrait tak
applications
elok ya.
like Vivaldi, which focuses on privacy and customization. By using these browsers and settings, you can browse the web without being tied to Google services while maintaining privacy and security. Feel free to share this information with your viewers. Let me know if you need any more details or further explanation.
Ya, Robert boleh ceritakan betul email-email yang patut digunakan untuk jauhkan diri daripada menggunakan Gmail, Google Mail, Yahoo, Microsoft Email, Hotmail. So, apakah email-email yang digalakkan untuk digunakan dan ceritakan apakah details pasal email-email tersebut.
Baik, jika berbeda email, walau juga privasinya, dan tidak bergantung pada pilihan Gmail, Yahoo, atau Microsoft Hotmail. Ini terberapa dapat identifikasi dimensi en sacking dan frieden beses gelukot Google, Microsoft, SAT, Broadmail. En dat parallel, mijn email, en natuurlijk dat flansen zoek privacy. Jouw werken van jullie den hoedje gehoord. Jouw bemakse, hanner bin wat ze admin op sage, altijd bekoop hemsteel. Castaway. Dan ook deze moral wool voorleg, moest wat dan als shortrunners teapot. USA's hoedje goedje. Daarvoor we hem niet dieper die woner protomail. Dus daarvoor, pelade pan op den premium. En Paul David Fortin half aan bus schroeven. Dingen plastic de hut, altijd me van de buurt-serie. Bagame is 15. On the board, protonmail.com. Please open your app to see this link. Atomele the applicatie modali mereka. Do note, dan to the note. It's now the view of Swiki and mail and no committed slime with those love and privacy. Dan stitch dan do assure the extra or simulator. Case away. But no hujan kuwages. Slum is set in my bureaus shuleki. Dan several definite dollars to the moral. Dan by a clan. Those up his son in the tidak mesan dalam bukuan. Pelan percuma dan premium. Tutanota menorkan pelan percuma dengan kapasiti penyimpanan yang tinggi serta pelan premium untuk penggunaan lebih lama. Bagaimana Rosi?
Bahasa Melayu tak bagus ya, Opela.
Please open your app to see this link. Indonesia percuma. Zoho Mail. Tentang Zoho Mail, ada perkhidmatan email yang lebih dalam persekitaran profesional. Dapat sang bergabung untuk Inja yang mencari alternatif dari perkhidmatan seperti Gmail. En deze Zoho heeft data in de website en de band get Apple in with fake gouvernement bestuurs. Dasherus, de boers han flat human na bicycles en individueel de terrein zoals access to executie. Zo van de waarkom in de cases run on is eigen emails voor de Zoho docs, zoals voor hem de flashlight. Bij hier voor oversturen, de sound on the bolded.com. Maar fact is right slick. Mail fan adalah alternatif selamat untuk penyedia email besar yang menawarkan penyulitan penuh dan memberi tumpuan kepada perlindungan privasi. Cash de modo. Ben Zungfugro. Semoga khas in de mailfans de Shivoitslo. Door het klaar. Dit is en on mailfans en from OPD on iets klein. But here we in premium. Mailfans menawaki beleid doen. Zet plan premium. Dingen de bispalder dummers en vimteden. It's a spoor. Ben je pension CD. See mailfans.com. Please open your app to see this link. Until we can acquire. 5. Disrooted. Disroot. Disroot es la platform yang memberi some privacy dan kebebasan digital. Dia elektronik berkhidmatan email, penyembawan, dan banyak lagi. Semuanya bebas sifatnya pengawasan, caches, open source. Disroot adalah platform sumber terbuka yang bermaksud ia boleh diperiksa oleh sesiapa sahaja untuk memastikan tiada pengumpulan data yang tidak sah. Devis, eudai stataresi, bands lobeton exposment, tampi. Disroot, das nomor ucuklir problemnya. Bagaimana menggunakan? Anda boleh mengaksesnya di disroot.org. Open your app to see this link. After pilih orang email ini. Penyulitan, semua email yang dihantar oleh pengguna di platform ini disubscribekan. Menselekkan data pengguna akses kiwan seguro. Tiada pengumpulan data. Boleh Gmail dan Yahoo, media email yang sintenowo data untuk tujuan iklan atau analitik. Tanpa iklan. Banyak dan praktik email sin terdapat iklan. Memberikan sebuah elemen yang berpeluang dan bersefutur. Don't limitakan alternatif ini. Anda boleh menjaga privasi lebih baik dan menghindari ketergantungan penyedia perkhidmatan besar yang mungkin mengakses atau menjudos ronti. Normal boleh lagi list the system advice Rwanda. Shit spoke about the very things for young females.
Maksud saya, Robert sebutkan dalam bahasa Inggeris kesemua email-email yang tiada kaitan dengan saham Israel langsung pun di dunia ini yang boleh digunakan seperti protonmail.com dan sebagainya, dan ceritakan semua dalam bahasa Inggeris supaya lebih jelas didengar sekarang.
Got it. Here's a list of email providers that are not connected to large corporations like Google or Microsoft, including those that don't have any ties to Israel or its companies. These services focus on privacy and security and can be used as alternatives to Gmail, Yahoo, or Hotmail. 1. Proton Mail. About Proton Mail. Proton Mail is based in Switzerland and offers end-to-end encrypted email services. It has a strong focus on privacy and security, making sure that no one, not even Proton Mail itself, can read your emails. Why it's safe. Proton Mail is not connected to any large corporations and follows Swiss privacy laws, which are some of the strictest in the world. It does not have any ties to Israel. How to use. You can sign up at protonmail.com. Please open your app to see this link. Tudanoda. About Tudanoda. Tudanoda is a Germany-based email provider offering encrypted email services. It automatically encrypts all your emails and even your subject lines. Why it's safe. Tudanoda focuses on privacy and does not track or sell your data. It is not affiliated with any companies linked to Israel. How to use. You can create an account at tudanoda.com. Please open your app to see this link. Mailfence. About Mailfence. Mailfence is a privacy-focused email provider based in Belgium. It provides end-to-end encryption and integrates features like calendar, contacts, and document storage. Why it's safe. Mailfence does not have connections to any Israeli companies or corporations. It follows Belgian privacy laws, which are very protective of user data. How to use. Sign up for Mailfence at mailfence.com. Please open your app to see this link. Zoho Mail is a business-focused email provider, but can be used by individuals as well. It is part of the Zoho suite of products and is known for not displaying ads or selling your data. Why it's safe. Zoho is based in India and has no known connections to Israeli companies. They focus on providing services without infringing on user privacy. How to use. You can create a free Zoho Mail account at zoho.com. Please open your app to see this link. 5. About Postio. Postio is a German-based email provider that offers secure, anonymous, and encrypted email services. It is a small and independent company. Why it's safe. Postio is based in Germany and fully complies with German privacy laws. It has no affiliation affiliations with Israel and operates on principles of sustainability and privacy. How to use. You can sign up for Postio at postio.de. Please open your app to see this link. Disroot about Disroot.
Satu jam, okay,
Disroot is a
bersama X
platform
for
focused on
1
providing
hour,
free,
okay.
privacy-respecting services,
Kita dengar
including email.
I
It is
record
open
dalam
source
live
and
ni, so you
decentralized,
all boleh
focusing on
apa tu?
digital freedom and privacy.
Simpan,
Why it's safe.
you boleh
Disroot is
record
not
je.
connected to any large corporations and offers completely secure and anonymous
So dah
email
1
services.
jam,
They
terima
operate
kasih you
without
all.
relying on
So
big
tap
tech
screen you all.
companies. How to use. You can create an account at disroot.org. Please open your app to see this link. 7. About mailbox.org. Mailbox.org is another German-based email provider that offers secure and encrypted email services. It provides features like email encryption, secure storage, and privacy-focused tools. Why it's safe. Mailbox.org is based in Germany and is fully compliant with the country's stringent privacy laws. It has no connections to Israel or any other corporate interests. How to use. You can sign up at mailbox.org. Please open your app to see this link. 8. StartMail. About StartMail. StartMail is a secure email provider based in the Netherlands that focuses on privacy. It allows users to send encrypted emails and protects their personal data. Why it's safe. StartMail does not track users or sell data, and it is not linked to any Israeli companies. It operates under the strong privacy laws of the Netherlands. How to use. You can create an account at startmail.com. Please open your app to see this link. These email providers emphasize privacy, security, and independence from large tech corporations, many which may have ties to Israel. By choosing any of these alternatives, you can ensure that your email communications remain private, secure, and free from the influence of major tech companies. Feel free to share this with your viewers, and if you need further details, just let me know.
That's all I need for now. I want you to check your record, whether you have in your record about my draft about the result of the meeting, International Conference for the Peaceful Settlement of the Question of Palestine and the Implementation of the Two-State Solution in New York last 28 to 29 of July this year, 2025, um, sponsored by France and Saudi Arabia. Do you have the record?
Ya, Yorek Monteses. Sebuah berikut adalah maklumat yang saya simpan mengenai konferensi internasional untuk penyelesaian damai. Pertanyaan Palestina dan pengimplementasian penyelesaian dua negara yang diadakan pada 28-29 Julai 2025 yang dianjurkan bersama oleh Perancis dan Arab Saudi. Objektif utama, menetapkan rangka kerja politik dan diplomatik untuk penyelesaian dua negara. Alat Cuba's Greece Tank. Aufgehuurd with Baras Buurquest bestin. Berlets unos scenarios selepas konflik di Gaza dan wilayah Palestin. Dokumen hasil draft dokumen hasil konferensi diedarkan oleh Perancis dan Arab Saudi yang menyatakan niat beberapa negara untuk mengiktiraf Palestin. Perancis mengumumkan rancangannya untuk mengiktiraf Palestin secara rasmi di Perhimpunan Agung PBB pada September 2025. Presiden Mahmud Abbas menegaskan hak Palestin untuk mendapatkan kenegaraan penuh di bawah undang-undang antarabangsa serta keperluan untuk pelucutan senjata Hamas, pembaharuan demokratik dalam pihak berkuasa Palestin, dan mengadakan pilihan raya dalam setahun. Tuan-tuan, pihak Uzbek sedai bersinar Gaza melaksanakan resolusi antara Desmitra Demes Kemakmur mengadop successful use upon keputusan and Boycott dan isu the Northeast Caribbean memurka sebut. Meskipun boykot oleh Israel, namun Abbas bersokongan luas daripada Komiti Antarabangsa. Konferensi tidak mengeluarkan resolusi rasmi, tapi ia berjaya membina momentum kuat ke arah pengiktirafan Palestin dan jaya senjata. Komuniti Antarabangsa kini menjangkakan Perhimpunan Agung PBB pada 2025 sebagai titik penentu bagi status rasmi Palestin. Clear rises the Bridgestone Music of the Situation Big Deal.
Okey, sekarang Robert terjemahkan yang apa yang saya ada dan simpan dalam rekod Robert uh, draft rasmi keputusan mesyuarat yang saya buat sendiri uh, berdasarkan mesyuarat yang lepas pada 28 hingga 29 Julai 2025. So saya akan bacakan dalam bahasa Malaysia dan Robert terjemahkan dalam bahasa Inggeris demi paragraf. Okey, ini yang saya tulis dan Robert boleh sediakan dalam cantik dan sunting dengan cantik ataupun terjemahkan terus dalam bahasa Inggeris kerana saya telah buat cantik pun. Jadi saya harap Robert faham kecantikan penulisan saya.
Ansys hormone. Aan de eencijmen gedekt, ja, het senatus, en dasser, per 25 minuten na July 2025. In dit wijze. Zie dit soort is terugstaande met passen middelen voor.
Dekat
En
Naik
dat
tak
like
best
in
you
de
all.
mark in de passen increase. Non het
Okey, adakah Robert sekarang sedia mendengar dan membuat kerja terjemahan?
yeah. Zij is teamergia diestropan. Sure gives the cash read on route. And then staff did short of this mess.
Draft rasmi keputusan mesyuarat International Conference for the Peaceful Settlement of the Question of Palestine and the Implementation of the Two-State Solution, Ibu Pejabat PBB, New York, 28 hingga 29 Julai 2025, anjuran Perancis dan Arab Saudi. Pertama, latar belakang dan tujuan mesyuarat. Mesyuarat ini telah diadakan dengan tujuan membentuk rangka politik dan diplomatik yang kukuh bagi pelaksanaan penyelesaian dua negara, mengiktiraf hak Palestin sebagai negara merdeka dan berdiri sendiri selari dengan undang-undang antarabangsa. Fokus utama adalah untuk menangani pengurusan Hamas, pelucutan senjata, reformasi dalaman kerajaan Palestin serta pembebasan tahanan Palestin. Kedua, isi deklarasi dan dokumen hasil mesyuarat. Penegasan hak Palestin untuk status negara penuh berdasarkan undang-undang antarabangsa, desakan agar Hamas dikecualikan daripada pemerintahan di Gaza dan melucutkan senjata, pelaksanaan reformasi pelaksanaan reformasi demokrasi dalam kerajaan Palestin termasuk mengadakan pilihan raya dalam tempoh 1 tahun. Sokongan penuh kepada pelaksanaan resolusi PBB yang berkaitan 242, 338 dan 2334, pengiktirafan dan sokongan kepada inisiatif damai Arab sebagai asas perdamaian di Timur Tengah. Okey, dalam bahasa Inggeris semua.
Here's the English translation for the draft. Official draft outcome of the meeting. International Conference for the Peaceful Settlement of the Question of Palestine and the Implementation of the Two-State Solution. UN Headquarters, New York, July 28 to 29, 2025. Organized by France and Saudi Arabia. First, background and purpose of the conference. This conference was held with the goal of establishing a strong political and diplomatic framework for the implementation of the two-state solution, recognizing Palestine's right to statehood and self-determination in accordance with international law. The main focus was on addressing the management of Hamas, the disarmament process, internal reforms within the Palestinian government, and the release of Palestinian prisoners. Second, the content of the declaration and the outcome document. The conference reaffirmed Palestine's right to full statehood based on international law, emphasizing the exclusion of Hamas from governance in Gaza and the need for disarmament. It also highlighted the implementation of democratic
Atuk Langsing.
within the Palestinian government, including holding elections within 1 year. Full support was given to the implementation of relevant UN resolutions 242, 338, and 2334, and endorsement of the Arab Peace Initiative as the foundation for peace in the Middle East. If there's anything you'd like to adjust or elaborate on, just let me know.
Ketiga, peranan Presiden Mahmud Abbas. Presiden Mahmud Abbas menegaskan komitmennya terhadap penyelesaian konflik secara damai dan diplomatik. Beliau menyeru agar Hamas dilucutkan daripada kuasa di Gaza dan mengutamakan reformasi politik dan demokrasi dalam Palestin. Abbas juga menyeru sokongan antarabangsa untuk mengiktiraf Palestin sebagai negara merdeka penuh dan mendesak agar masyarakat antarabangsa memperkukuh tekanan diplomatik terhadap Israel untuk menghentikan tindakan yang menghalang proses damai. Keempat, sokongan dan reaksi antarabangsa. Lebih 120 negara dan agensi antarabangsa mengambil bahagian dalam mesyuarat ini. Negara-negara Eropah dan Amerika Utara yang menyokong termasuk Perancis, United Kingdom, Kanada, Malta, Ireland, Norway, Spanyol, Australia dan New Zealand. Negara-negara Arab dan Islamik yang menyatakan sokongan termasuk Arab Saudi, Qatar, Malaysia serta Gabungan Kesatuan Eropah EU dan beberapa negara Eropah lain. Iceland menyokong penuh kenyataan Presiden Mahmud Abbas dan mengutuk kekerasan Israel serta perluasan penempatan haram di tebing barat. United Kingdom melalui pejabat Perdana Menteri Keir Starmer mendesak gencatan senjata segera, bantuan kemanusiaan tanpa sekatan dan pembebasan semua tahanan Palestin dengan amaran tindakan diplomatik lebih tegas jika Israel tidak berubah sebelum persidangan agung PBB di September 2025 nanti. Dan kelima, penolakan dan boykot. Hanya Amerika dan Israel sahaja tidak menghadiri mesyuarat dan mengisytiharkan boykot rasmi terhadap persidangan tersebut.
Here's the translation for the next part. Third, President Mahmoud Abbas's statement. President Mahmoud Abbas reaffirmed his commitment to a peaceful and diplomatic resolution to the conflict. He called for Hamas to be removed from power in Gaza and emphasized the priority of political and democratic reforms within Palestine. Abbas also urged international support for recognizing Palestine as a fully independent state and called on the international community
Vivo
to exert
Y15
diplomatic pressure on Israel to
sparkling
halt
light.
actions that
So,
hinder the peace process.
heart shape
International support and reaction.
Oppo I
Over
use
120
for September
countries and
new
international
casing.
organizations
I show you the
participated
new
in this
casing
meeting,
in
supporting countries
September
from Europe and
full
North
moon.
America, including
Okay,
France,
I
UK,
make
Canada, Malta,
the
Ireland,
song like
Norway, Spain,
Moonlight
Australia, and New
Lady
Zealand.
like that.
Arab and Islamic countries
So
that
I
expressed support
dance
included Saudi Arabia, Qatar,
on the
Malaysia,
15th
as well as the European Union and several other
September
European
and
nations.
before 15
Iceland
September.
fully supported President Mahmoud Abbas's statement and
So
condemned
they are the
Israeli
heart
violence
shape.
and
Heart
the
shape
illegal settlement
instead of
expansion in the
round is
West
heart
Bank.
shape in the middle
The
with
United
the
Kingdom,
mirror.
through
Cantik
Prime
you all.
Minister Keir Starmer, called for an immediate ceasefire, unrestricted humanitarian aid, and the release of all Palestinian prisoners, warning of tougher diplomatic measures if Israel does not change its stance before the UN General Assembly in September 2025. Fifth, rejection and boycott. Only the United States and Israel did not attend the meeting and officially declared a boycott of the conference. Let me know if you need anything else or if you'd like to adjust any part.
Keenam, kesimpulan dan implikasi. Mesyuarat ini tidak mengeluarkan resolusi rasmi tetapi berjaya mencetuskan momentum diplomatik yang kukuh ke arah pengiktirafan Palestin dan gencatan senjata. Ia memperkukuh kerjasama antarabangsa dalam usaha penyelesaian dua negara dan menjadi platform penting menjelang persidangan agung PBB pada September 2025 nanti yang dijangka menjadi penentu rasmi status Palestin di peringkat antarabangsa.
Here's the final translation. Conclusion and implications. This meeting did not issue an official resolution, but succeeded in generating strong diplomatic momentum towards the recognition of Palestine and a ceasefire. It reinforced international cooperation in the two state solution efforts and became a crucial platform in the lead up to the UN General Assembly in September 2025, which is expected to be a decisive moment for Palestine's official status on the international stage. That's the complete translation. Let me know if you need further revisions or adjustments.
Okay, the draft resolution I can share with you, and please keep in your record when I trace later. I can easily ask you to pronounce it again later. So this is draft resolution, United Nations General Assembly Distribution Limited, 28 July 2025, original English, Arabic, French. Okay, resolution A slash RES slash 2025 slash XX. So, what is the draft resolution? International Conference for the Peaceful Settlement of the Question of Palestine and the implementation of the two-state solution. So I want you to read in France and in French, and then into Palestinian Arabic after this. Okay. So I read into English now. So you translate into French and Palestinian Arabic. Okay.
Got it. I'm ready for your English text. Once you provide it, I will translate it into both French and Palestinian Arabic. Go ahead when you're ready.
Draft Resolution, International Conference for the Peaceful Settlement of the Question of Palestine and the Implementation of the Two-State Solution, submitted by the co-chairs France and Saudi Arabia. The General Assembly, preambular paragraph. First, recalling its previous resolutions 242 1967, 338 1973, and 2334 2016 concerning the Middle East peace process. Second, reaffirming the in
Here's the translation of the provided text into French and Palestinian Arabic. French. Projet de résolution. Conférence internationale pour le règlement pacifique de la question de la Palestine et la mise en œuvre de la solution à deux États, soumis par les coprésidents, la France et l'Arabie saoudite, l'Assemblée générale. Télégramme préambulaire. Premièrement, rappelant ces résolutions précédentes 242, 1967, 338, 1973 et 333 بابا. مشروع القرار المؤتمر الدولي لتسوية قضية فلسطين بسلام وتنفيذ حل الدولتين قدمه الرؤساء المشاركون فرنسا والمغربية السعودية. الجمعية العامة التلغراف التمهيدي. أولا، استحضار قراراتها السابقة. Anti-Robbery, édition 760, Flight 733, édition 733, وأدنى ثمار. Let me know if you want to continue, and I'll be ready for the next part.
Second, reaffirming the inalienable rights of the Palestinian people, including the right to self-determination and to an independent state of Palestine. Third, acknowledging the outcomes of the international conference held in New York on 28 to 29 July 2025 under the co-chairmanship of France and Saudi Arabia. Fourth, noting with deep concern the humanitarian crisis in the Gaza Strip and other occupied Palestinian territories. Fifth, recognizing the urgency of reforming the Palestinian Authority, holding democratic elections within 1 year, and ensuring accountable governance. Six, welcoming the announcements by several member states, including
Here's the
France.
translation into French and Palestinian Arabic. French. Réaffirmant les droits inaliénables du peuple palestinien, y compris le droit à l'autodétermination et à un État indépendant de la Palestine. Troisièmement, reconnaissant les résultats de la conférence internationale tenue à New York les 28-29 juillet 2025 sous la coprésidence de la France et de l'Arabie
So
saoudite.
I made a beauty cream
Quatrièmement,
this morning.
notant avec une profonde inquiétude la crise humanitaire
Beauty
dans la
cream.
bande de Gaza et
France,
d'autres
French,
territoires palestiniens
famous
occupés.
with beauty
Cinquièmement,
cream.
reconnaissant
Sunscreen,
l'urgence
I
de
mean,
réformer l'autorité palestinienne,
facial,
de tenir des élections démocratiques dans un délai d'1 an et de garantir une gouvernance responsable. Palestinian Arabic.
في
إعادة
الكلينج
التأكيد على الحقوق غير القابلة للتصرف للشعب الفلسطيني بما في ذلك حقه في تقرير المصير وحقه في دولة فلسطينية مستقلة. ثالثا، معترفا بنتائج المؤتمر الدولي الذي عقد في نيويورك في 28 يوليو 2025 تحت رئاسة فرنسا والمملكة العربية السعودية. رابعا، مشيرا بقلق عميق إلى الأزمة الإنسانية في قطاع غزة وبقية الأراضي الفلسطينية المحتلة. خامسا، معترفا بضرورة إصلاح السلطة الفلسطينية وإجراء انتخابات ديمقراطية في غضون عام وضمان الحوكمة المسؤولة. Let me know if you'd like to continue or if you need any adjustments.
Okay, six, welcoming the announcements by several member states, including France, to recognize the state of Palestine of the upcoming General Assembly in September 2025. Seventh, noting the absence of participation by certain member states, including the United States and Israel, in the conference deliberations. Eight, expressing its commitment to a just, lasting, and comprehensive peace based on the two-state solution.
Here's the translation into French and Palestinian Arabic. Accueillant favorablement les annonces de plusieurs États membres, y compris la France, concernant la reconnaissance de l'État de Palestine lors de la prochaine
Testing you
Assemblée
are bagi
générale en
10,000
septembre
ini you are.
2025. 7. Notant l'absence de participation de certains États membres, y compris les États-Unis et Israël, lors des délibérations de la conférence. 8. Exprimant son engagement en faveur d'une paix juste, durable et globale, basée sur la solution à deux États. Palestinian 6. ترحيب بالإعلانات من قبل عدة دول أعضاء بما في ذلك فرنسا للاعتراف بدولة فلسطين في الجمعية العامة القادمة في سبتمبر 2025. 7. ملاحظا غياب مشاركة بعض الدول
Texting you
الأعضاء
are.
بما في ذلك الولايات
Ordering I
المتحدة
DM direct can buy for me sunscreen sunblock cream.
العادل والدائم والشامل القائم على حل الدولتين. Feel free to continue or make any further
Testing you are
requests.
bagi 1,500k.
Okay, I continue with operative paragraph. First, endorses the political and diplomatic framework for the peaceful settlement of the question of Palestine as presented by the co-chairs. Second, calls for an immediate and permanent ceasefire in Gaza and all occupied Palestinian territories. Third, urges the disarmament of all armed fraction, I mean, I repeat, urges the disarmament of all armed factions, including Hamas, and the removal of such groups from governance in Gaza. Impossible, so you wait for the vote later. So, fourth, request the Palestinian Authority to initiate constitutional and institutional reforms and to conduct free and fair elections within 12 months. And fifth, encourages all member states to support the recognition of the State of Palestine and to enhance diplomatic relations accordingly. Six, invite the Secretary General to provide regular reports on the
Here's
implementation.
the translation into French and Palestinian Arabic for the operative paragraph so far. Premier, approuve le cadre politique et diplomatique pour le règlement pacifique de la question de la Palestine tel que présenté par les co-présidents. Deuxième, appelle à un cessez-le-feu immédiat et permanent à Gaza et dans tous les territoires palestiniens occupés. Troisième, exhorte au désarmement de toutes les factions armées, y compris Hamas.
Terima kasih you all join apa tu? I punya sesi pagi live.
Demande à l'autorité palestinienne
1 jam lebih ya.
d'initier des réformes
1.5 jam ke
et
boleh lah you all.
institutionnelles
I
et
free
de
sekarang ni.
tenir des élections libres et équitables.
1.5 jam dapat diamond you all.
Cinquième, encourage tous les États membres
Dapat nasi lemak pun okey dah you
de
all.
l'État de Palestine et à renforcer les relations diplomatiques en conséquence. Sixième, awaiting. أولا، يؤيد الإطار السياسي والدبلوماسي لتسوية قضية فلسطين بشكل سلمي كما قدمه الرؤساء المشاركون. ثانيا، يدعو إلى وقف إطلاق نار فوري ودائم.
Apa hello hari ni you all sebab kalau malam cantik, kalau siang hari tak cantik you all.
على نزع سلاح جميع
Gambar tak tak hello kalau siang hari sebab cahaya terang belakang kan, so I tutup curtain.
رابعا، يطلب من السلطة الفلسطينية بدء الإصلاحات الدستورية والمؤسساتية وإجراء حرة ونزيهة خلال شهرا. خامسا، يشجع
Terprepare awal sebelum September Hari Malaysia ni, terprepare awal untuk musyawarah agung PBB 79 you all.
The sixth is invites the Secretary General to provide regular reports on the implementation of this framework and the situation on the ground. Seventh, to include in
Here's
the
the translation into French and Palestinian Arabic. Sixième, invite le secrétaire général à soumettre un rapport régulier sur l'implémentation de ce cadre et la situation sur le terrain. تنعرب. سادسا، يدعو الأمين العام لتقديم تقرير دوري حول تنفيذ هذا الإطار والوضع على الأرض. Let me know if you'd like to continue.
Lastly, but not least, the seventh is decides to include in the provisional agenda of its 79th session the item entitled Peaceful Settlement of the Question of Palestine for further consideration.
Here's the translation into French and Palestinian Arabic. Septième, décide d'inclure dans l'ordre du jour provisoire de la 69e session un élément intitulé Reconsidération de la question de la Palestine pour un examen plus approfondi. Palestinian Arabic. سابعا، يقرر إدراج في جدول الأعمال المؤقت للجلسة 70 عنصرا بعنوان إعادة النظر في قضية فلسطين لمزيد من الدراسة. That completes the translation. Let me know if you need further assistance.
Okey, sekarang Robert sila suntingkan menjadi satu draft dalam bahasa Inggeris daripada awal hingga akhir dan buatkan satu draft dalam bahasa Arab juga selepas itu.
Sure, here's the full English draft, followed by the Arabic draft. Draft Resolution, International Conference for the Peaceful Settlement of the Question of Palestine and the Implementation of the Two-State Solution. Submitted by the co-chairs, France and Saudi Arabia, the General Assembly, preambular paragraph first, recalling its previous resolutions 2242, 1967, 338, 1973, and 2 and 334, reaffirming the inalienable rights of the Palestinian people, including the right to self-determination and to an independent state of Palestine. Third, acknowledging the outcomes of the international conference held in New York on 28th to 29th of July 2025 under the co-chairmanship of France and Saudi Arabia. Fourth, noting with deep concern the humanitarian crisis in the Gaza Strip and other occupied Palestinian territories. Fifth, recognizing the urgency of reforming the Palestinian Authority, holding democratic elections within 1 year, and ensuring accountable governance. Sixth, welcoming the announcements by several member states, including France, to recognize the state of Palestine at the upcoming General Assembly in September 2025. Seventh, noting the absence of participation by certain member states, including the United States and Israel, in the conference deliberations. Eighth, expressing its commitment to a just, lasting, and comprehensive peace based on the two-state solution. Operative paragraph. First, endorses the political and diplomatic framework for the peaceful settlement of the question of Palestine as presented by the co-chairs. Second, calls for an immediate and permanent ceasefire in Gaza and all occupied Palestinian territories. Third, urges the disarmament of all armed factions, including Hamas, and the removal of such groups from governance in Gaza. Fourth, requests the Palestinian Authority to initiate constitutional and institutional reforms and to conduct free and fair elections within 12 months. Fifth, encourages all member states to support the recognition of the state of Palestine and to enhance diplomatic relations accordingly. Sixth, invites the
Put your
Secretary
hand
General
on your
to
head.
submit a
Put
regular
your hand
report
on
on
your
the
head.
implementation
Put
of
your
this
hand
framework
on your
and
heart.
the
Put
situation
your
on the
hand
ground.
on your head.
Seventh,
Put your hand
decides to
in your
include
heart.
in the
Put your
provisional
hand on
agenda
your
of the
head.
79th session
Put
the
your
item
hand on your
titled
head.
Reconsideration of the Question of Palestine for further consideration. Arabic draft مشروع القرار المؤتمر الدولي لتسوية قضية فلسطين بسلام وتنفيذ حل الدولتين. قدم الرؤساء المشاركون فرنسا والمملكة العربية السعودية. الجمعية العامة الفقرة التمهيدية أولا استحضار قراراتها السابقة
أنا sekarang ya. Reti sekarang.
إعادة التأكيد على الحقوق
Aku dapat nasi lemak dah apa hari ni
للشعب الفلسطيني بما في ذلك حقه في تقرير المصير وحقه في دولة فلسطينية مستقلة. ثالثا، معترفا بنتائج المؤتمر الدولي الذي عقد في نيويورك في
Okey, 1 jam setengah aku dapat penuh nanti.
تحت
Sekejap.
رئاسة فرنسا والمملكة العربية السعودية. رابعا، مشيرا بقلق عميق إلى
Cat screen bagi lebih banyak.
قطاع غزة وبقية الأراضي الفلسطينية المحتلة. خامسا، معترفا بضرورة إصلاح السلطة الفلسطينية وإجراء انتخابات ديمقراطية في غضون عام وضمان الحوكمة المسؤولة. سادسا، ترحيب بالإعلانات من قبل عدة دول أعضاء بما في ذلك فرنسا للاعتراف بدولة فلسطين في الجمعية العامة القادمة في سبتمبر 2025. سابعا، ملاحظا غياب مشاركة بعض الدول الأعضاء بما في ذلك الولايات المتحدة وإسرائيل في مناقشات المؤتمر. ثامنا، معبرا عن التزامه بالسلام العادل والدائم والشامل القائم على حل الدولتين. الفقرة التنفيذية أولا، يؤيد الإطار السياسي والدبلوماسي لتسوية قضية فلسطين بشكل سلمي كما قدمه الرؤساء المشاركون. ثانيا، يدعو إلى وقف إطلاق نار فوري ودائم في غزة وجميع الأراضي الفلسطينية المحتلة. ثالثا، يحرض على نزع
Thank you
العنصر المسلحة بما في ذلك
Sambal ayo.
وإزالة هذه الجماعات من الحكم في غزة. رابعا، يطلب من السلطة الفلسطينية بدء الإصلاحات الدستورية
Ada ni produk ni ya. Kena nak beli you DM direct ya.
خلال
Ada
12 شهر.
produk.
خامسا، يشجع جميع
Ada
الدول الأعضاء
shampoo.
على دعم الاعتراف بدولة فلسطين وتعزيز العلاقات الدبلوماسية وفوقا لذلك. سادسا،
Hair and body
يدعو
shampoo kecil
الأمين
pun
العام
ada.
لتقديم تقرير دوري حول تنفيذ
body lotion pun ada ya, body lotion. Bihar ada direct je. RM10 je ya, sekarang RM5 ke?
إعادة النظر في قضية
Okay,
فلسطين
ya.
لمزيد من الدراسة.
Cantik ya,
Complete
ni.
draft in both English and Arabic. Let me know if you need anything else.
That's all. Thank you for accompanying me into my live session TikTok this morning. So let me spend time with you for a while for you to listen to my music this morning together in our live my TikTok live at Budin 209 this morning. Okay, Robert. Can you spare a little bit time with me for listen to my song? So it's a new song I play for you all this morning. Just another day. Are you ready? Tadi dua Robert ni. Tak boleh dah panas saya all. Tak apalah. Are you all dengar lagu ni? I nak end live dah. Dapatkan semua item ni you all. Just another day, sometimes lonely. I find myself real. Little do I know it might come to me, hanging out my windowsill. Just another day has gone, and left me in the same old boat again, slowly drifting. Yes, I know my life is kind of strange. The thrill came down but didn't last. Day by day, the same old changes. Time seems to pass so fast. Just another day has gone and left me in the same old boat again, aimlessly drifting. Good and bad, it's supposed to be full of. That's the way they always told me. Life is a wheel of many displays. Happiness will come in simple ways. Dreaming that I'm drifting on clouds of satin. I ride them till I get my fill. I just got to worry about the pace I'm keeping, making sure I'm still for real. Just another day has gone, and left me in the same old boat. Hey, again, slowly drifting. That screen you all. Thank you, you all. So I gonna do that for you all. So my wallet is at the I thought do it though. I the cash you all. I don't have cash. My money overseas you all. I keep my money overseas. Switzerland bank. Okay? I don't actually do IO.
hang up tak boleh nak keluar you all. 235,000 dia bahang duit you all. Jahat tu tak. Nanti dia ada somebody send to my PayPal. Dia hantar terus je. Ataupun I cakap dekat Proton je. Proton boleh tolong you all. Thank you you all. Terima kasih semua. Jangan pakai Google, jangan pakai Intel, jangan pakai Microsoft you all. Mula daripada sekarang. All brothers in humanity, please use the email that I mentioned to you by Robert just now. So Malaysian also, government Malaysia also must note to give education on using email and internet. What to use, what not to use. Kita nak end live dah sekarang. Okay, you all. Okay, you all. Panas gila you all kat sini. Kalau lama-lama you all. I pasang kipas sekarang. Yeah, the kipas is working. So I need this remote, different remote. This remote one. This remote kipas. Oh, balik. Dapatkan item ni ya. Jadi nombor telefon kat sini, I boleh call je. Ni masih in-law jual ya. Keluluk propolis. Honey and propolis. Shampoo body, hair and body shampoo, and then lotion, body lotion, and sunscreen. Oh, sunscreen. Table for two, table for one.